Hello, history detectives. I'm Mr. J, the shiny-headed historian, bringing you the bald facts of history. Today, we're tackling a political showdown that changed America forever. The election of 1876 and the Compromise of 1877. This was the moment when the nation's effort to rebuild after the Civil War came to a dramatic end. It's 1876, 11 years after the Civil War ended. The country, still divided, and trying to recover from the destruction of the war and the struggles of Reconstruction. Two men are running for president, Rutherford B. Hayes, the Republican, and Samuel J. Tilden, the Democrat. When Americans cast their votes, Tilden wins the popular vote. But wait. The results from three southern states, Florida, Louisiana, and South Carolina, are disputed. Both sides claim victory, and suddenly, no one knows who the real winner is. The country teeters on the edge of another crisis. Some newspapers even warn of the possible second Civil War. To break the deadlock, Congress creates a special commission to decide who will become president. After tense debate, the commission gives all the disputed electoral votes to Rutherford B. Hayes, making him the president by just one vote. But there's a catch. Behind closed doors, leaders from both parties strike a deal known as the Compromise of 1877. The terms? Hayes gets to be president, and in return, the Republicans agree to remove federal troops from the South. It was a political bargain, and it marked the official end of Reconstruction. When the federal troops packed up and left, it was more than just soldiers going home. It meant end of federal protection for African Americans in the South. During Reconstruction, those troops have helped to enforce the new laws and protect formerly enslaved people who were voting, owning land, and serving in government. But once they were gone, the Southern leaders, many of whom opposed Reconstruction, quickly regained power. They passed Jim Crow laws, which enforced racial segregation and stripped African Americans of their voting rights. The promise of equality and freedom made after the Civil War began to fade away. So then, let's polish up today's shiny facts. The election of 1876 was one of the closest and most disputed in U.S. history. The Compromise of 1877 made Rutherford B. Hayes president. In exchange, federal troops withdrew from the South, ending Reconstruction. That decision allowed discrimination and segregation to grow for decades to come. The end of Reconstruction reminds us that progress in history is never guaranteed, but it must be protected, defended, and continued by every generation. Thanks for tuning in to the Shiny-Headed Historian. I'm Mr. J, and remember, history shines brightest when we learn from it.